Good evening, folks. A little bit different tonight. I guess this is a dress-up night for just my opinion. High above the garage in Aiken, South Carolina. A little background music. Change of clothes. I do own other clothes and T-shirts. Tonight, I guess we're just going to wander a little bit and talk. I think they used to call it a fireside chat. Where are we with this so-called government of ours? We're drifting down this river like the old raft, in Tom Sawyer. No rudder. And it seems like every day the current just gets more and more swift. I think at the end of this long river is a big waterfall. And people along the banks are yelling at us and saying, hey, look, the waterfalls are just down the river. You gotta get off and swim to the side. You gotta do something. If not, you're gonna go over the falls. And surely will lose your life. They tell us every day that thousands and thousands of illegal aliens are being just waltzed across the border. Welcome to America. Now you have everything. You have everything because we have a president who doesn't care that you come into our country undocumented, illegal, MS-13, criminals. No big deal. Come on in. Find you a place amongst hardworking, tax-paying people who have fought and died for this country, this soil that we live on. But it's okay. Understand, you don't have a job, you don't have any papers, we don't know anything about your background, you have been vetted, haven't been vaccinated. Bring your disease, just come on in. We're just going to ride this raft a little bit more. Oh, the economy is going down that's the part of the waterfall. It's right downstream. You see, there's this giant inflation that's occurring. The price of gasoline, the inability to get proper goods to the store on time, life-saving goods, formula, the drugs that we need to combat pain. But it's okay. Just the people on the boat or people on the raft evidently are mostly Democrat because it's all right. It's all right. Don't panic. We're going to redefine what panic means so that when you read it, you'll say, well, there's no need to panic because that's not the way the verbiage comes out. That's not the definition. That's why we're taking, now we have 2 quarters in a row of a negative GDP. We're not growing, we're shrinking. But what are we going to do? It's always been 2 quarters equals a recession. Except for this president. We're going to rewrite the definition of recession so that we won't be in one because it just doesn't meet the definition. Just keep floating floating on down the river. Everything's going to be hunky-dory. It's no big major problem. You know, I read on Facebook where someone called Donald Trump a racist. Really? How ignorant can you be? Show me any other born-again racist. Let's take David Duke, former head of the KKK, devout racist. How much money do you think he ever gave? That he ever donated to any black organization? Donald Trump gave almost $100 million to support different programs through different leaders, black leaders, to help inner city youth. Tell me a non-racist. Tell me a non-racist who's donated that much money to help save inner city youth. If the shoe doesn't fit, I'm sorry. I hate it when people publish things that is just their opinion, but they want it to be fact. They said to be so glad when Donald Trump goes to jail. For what? Because of this January the 6th committee? Did you watch his speech? He didn't call for any type of anarchy. He didn't call for an uprising. Whatever happened to reading? Whatever happened to research? Whatever happened to not going to a gunfight with a knife? What became of the person who would garner his knowledge about politics and the affairs of state and this person and that person? Whatever happened to research, to finding out, well, how does this person vote on this particular subject? What is his protocol on this idea or on this situation across the pond? Where does he stand? We don't ever look for this anymore. We don't vet people anymore. Why? I think we're too busy with our own selves, our little me world. And so what do? They get into office and we just bitch, piss, and moan. And I sit back and I wonder, how did these people get elected? How did AOC ever get elected? How did Maxine Waters ever get elected? I hope they don't kick me off the air again, but I mean, let's be honest about it. Hunter Biden visited his dad 32 times while he was a sitting vice president. It was each time right after he had made a deal with China or another entity for another X amount of millions of dollars. But this doesn't bother us. But because Donald Trump had sent some very mean tweets, oh my goodness. Where's the blind lady? Where are the scales at? How do we shade crime? How do we shade sin? How do we color in and stay between the lines and within the lines? When it comes to the evaluation of the people who supposedly represent us. They don't represent me and my ideas and my thoughts, because I'm a white conservative. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Libertarian. I'm an independent. They don't represent me. They don't represent the way that I think about certain, mores, morals, things that are constant. Men don't go in little girls' bathrooms. Women don't go in little boys' bathrooms. If you're a man and you're not happy with your sex, fine. Change it. It's no big deal nowadays. But then don't go and play on the opposite sex's team. Because you look like a man doesn't make you a man. Because you look like a woman now doesn't make you a woman. I don't give a hoot. Which doctor says, okay, presto digito, you is now a woman or a man. Make your last payment and it's guaranteed. No. You had an operation where they did a penectomy and cut that bad boy off and made a vagina out of it. So now you're a woman. So now you think, because you have a vajayjay instead of a penis, that you go and all of a sudden the world magically turns around you being another sex. I just don't think that that's the way it is. There are many things in life that are constant. That ain't one of them. Same way. You're born a woman. You think you're a man trapped in a woman's body, so you become a man. I don't care. I don't care. But then do not expect me as a tax-paying American to fund your sex change operation. You go to the military to enlist, to fight, to serve. You do not go for a multi-million-dollar sex change at the taxpayer's expense. Moral compass? We don't have one. Pilot for our ship, the USS America, we don't have one. We got 0.5% of the United States that belongs to the, I don't even know all the letters, LBGQ, A, B, C, D, E, F. I don't know them all. But 99.5% are supposed to kowtow and change all of the daily living requirements and protocols and laws to kowtow to the 0.5% who choose freely, which they can, to be of another persuasion. Okay, you want to be that, that's fine. I don't care. Whenever I die, I have to answer for one person in this world, and that's me. That's the only person I have to give an explanation for to God, is me. You will have to give an explanation to you and your ways to God himself. So, and I will have nothing to say about that, and you'll have nothing to say about me. I won't even be allowed to say anything on behalf of my kids. That's the way it is. I can be there, according to the Bible. I just can't join in. Stop asking me to take my tax money to pay for your operation. Stop asking me to donate via robbery from elected officials and give to your cause or your organization. Don't ask me to give my money for abortions. Don't ask me to change my life because your life is different from the societal norm that everybody else is living. Be whatever you want to be. Be it to the best of your ability, whether you're gay or straight or in between, or both ways, I don't know. Be whatever you want to be, but quit asking me to pay the tab. Stop asking me to think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Quit trying to sell me on the idea that I should change my life to accommodate your new or your now exposed lifestyle. Not gonna do it. I was raised a certain way. I lived a certain way. I'm gonna die a certain way. There is nothing greater on the face of the planet than making love to a woman. But I have to watch, and my children have to watch, a new commercial now with two men in bed kissing. I don't care if you want to be different from the world. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. You can have all the parades you want. You can have a ticker tape parade down Main Street in New York. I don't care. But stop trying to jam all that is now exposed and all that is now different from the world. Stop trying to shove it down my throat, because I'm happy with who I am and where I am in life. I've been successful in life, and I'm enjoying this part of my life where I'm just kind of chilling back, floating down the river, doing podcasts, of which I love. But don't take my sweat and tears and blood that I have shed for this country and tell me that everything that I've lived for, worked for, that I have in my home, in my estate, on my land, that I owe you any portion of that. I don't. I worked my entire life to get to where I am right now, and I, as life, don't owe you squat. You want to be somebody in this world? Or you want to be somebody else in this world? I don't care. But you go out and work for it. You go out and strive for that goal. You do whatever you want to do, but stop asking me to help you out along the way, because it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry if this has been a depressing 20 minutes, but I'm just sick and tired of a very, very, very small percentage of the American citizenry saying, hey, I'm different. Help me pay for the person that I want to be. No, get your ass out, get a job, pay some taxes, and you be what you want to be. Stop asking me to give you a helping hand. because it's not going to happen. Am I prejudiced? Yeah, we all are. You can say whatever you want to say, but we are all prejudices. I have likes and dislikes that I run into every day of my life, and it's not necessarily people. It's in the food I eat. It's in the car that I drive. It's in the place that I go to visit, that I go to eat, that I go to watch a movie. It's the program that I choose on television. It's whatever I want to do with my kids. You see, we are all prejudiced. Unfortunately, some people are prejudiced against other people. I'm not prejudiced against you because you want to be different. I'm prejudiced against you because you want to make me like you because you're different. And that is not going to happen. This has been just my opinion from the high above the garage in Aiken, South Carolina. My name is Jim Voss. Dressed up tonight because this, I guess, is Dress Up Saturday in the man cave. Looking forward to you hearing this, seeing my pretty face. I hope you enjoy this one. But I think I'm saying what a lot of people are thinking and are just afraid to say it out loud. I'm not afraid. Let's hope that the fact checkers and also the thought police don't pull me off the air again. Take care. I love you. We still have to get a beer. We still have a warm shower to go to and hold hands. Take care of yourself. Remember, I love you. Let me find that button. Okay. I think we are out of here.